questionnaire has been sent in by Ruth Chamberlain at Cordwainers College. Cordwainers College? Seems a weird... Cordwainers?
It used to, yeah. It's either used to be a poly or a laundrette. I think it's... Yeah.
Anyway, it's something that she's doing for, she's studying product design for the fashion industry. And anyway, she's got, some questionnaire. And we're too busy and important to fill out the questionnaire. But we thought maybe you could answer it, Karl.
Look, Karl, look, he's yawning, he's looking round, he's only got to do 2 hours and he gets a whole day off and he's getting paid for it. Do something, Karl. Be grateful. You've probably ruined a man's career. He's ridiculed now for doing this. He's so weak where he should have squoze your head and kicked you out of the building. So, let's have a little bit of effort. You've only got an hour and a quarter to do, then you get 2 days off, alright?
Alright. Right, Karl, it's a questionnaire about happiness.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person... Well, that should answer it right where. The first question, Karl, on a happy scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the happy scale?
Is it at this moment or in general?
Well, I would say generally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't always have to, like... I mean, I think I'm happy in that, but I don't always show it.
You never show it?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy in that. Like, I'm alright at the moment. I'd say I'm probably on about an 8. I was probably on about a 9 when I woke up, right? And then, sort of fell out with Suzanne over her haircut.
Yeah.
Right? She went for a haircut and came back with something that I didn't like.
Sorry, what did you say? So when your girlfriend walked through the door, she had her hair done, you said, I don't like it, alright?
Well, she could tell by the look on my face.
But don't you say, no, I'm happy with it, I just can't tell. I'm loving it.
Because then she won't have it done again.
Oh, Karl, I just cannot get over you. I really can't.
No, but you haven't seen it. Right? So then I was fed up, but then I thought...
Sorry, what authority have you got to talk about haircuts?
Yeah, you had the, officially, from a barber in Manchester above a railway station in a shack, it was £2 a cut, told you to have the hair of a Chinaman. Well, you wish you had the hair of a Chinaman now, you got no hair. You're a little bald man with your mouth open, so don't... Is she listening to this, Suzanne? Sitting at home with a woolly hat on?
I don't know. But she knows now, doesn't she?
What did you say? What words
did you
do
about it,
I just said you look like someone out of Slade.
Interestingly, that's what I look for in a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Which one of Slade?
That one with the funny...
Not Dave Hill.
Yeah.
The one with the crooked fringe and the goofy... She had her teeth done as well, did she? She had 2 front teeth put in.
Dumper.
So anyway,
So prior to that, you're on a 9. Then you saw the haircut, you're on an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now
then,
what you're on?
I'm probably on about a 6 at the moment.
Why? What's happened?
Well, while Star Sailor was on, bit more head squeezing going on. So, yeah, about a 5 or 6.
So generally speaking, what would you say you're on?
About 4.
You're on a 4. Alright. What would you give someone who wasn't very happy? What would you give them?
What are you thinking, Karl? Depends why they're not happy.
They're low, okay, so what would you give them?
I mean, yeah, depends, innit? If it's someone who's just lost their arms and legs in an accident, you don't give them a lollipop.
Sure, or some mittens.
Yeah. You give them a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, a smile.
A skateboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You got to answer the question.
Alright, so hang on, let's assume that you've upset your girlfriend because you slagged off her haircut.
What are you going to do now to go and make her happy?
How are you going to cheer her up? And not buy her a baseball cap.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it because I've got this to sort out, haven't I? So when I get home, get her some gel or something.
Oh, God! Oh, Christ.
Okay, and, alright, just name something that always puts a smile on your face, Karl. It always cheers you up. If you're feeling a bit blue, it always cheers you up.
A monkey, innit?
Learning something.
Right.
That's a bit weird.
I love the qualifier.
No, I think it was I think it was 2 different sentences. I think it was learning something. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Learning something that's a bit weird. Okay, and finally, if you could have something to make you happy, what would it be?
Little chimp, wouldn't it? Little chimp in a suit.
Well, don't answer for him. Don't put words into me. You could have anything you want. It'll cheer you up and make you happy. What would it be?
You can't say a skin of titanium. It's got to be something possible.
Yeah.
X-ray vision. No. What would you have? It can be conceptual. It could be world peace. It doesn't have to be, you know, a new watch.
Yeah, let someone else wish for that.
Sure.
It'd be a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why should you do it? And then someone else gets a nice new watch and there's world peace.
Exactly.
You're walking round, it's nice and peaceful, you know what time it is. He's swanning round, he's got a lovely new watch, and there's no threat of him being bombed.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy the way I am, really. I don't really want.
Are you really?
But you're on a 4.
Yeah,
You're on a happy scale of 4.
Yeah, you're on a 4. Surely you want to get to 10. Surely the point of life is to be on 10.
Yeah, but what's a 10? Do you know what I mean?
No.
What's a 10?
Contentment, absolute contentment, joy
Bliss.
in your heart,
Yeah.
inwardly and outwardly. Not walking around with a little round mank head with your mouth open going, what's the point of that? I've done it once. Is that why you've still got all the condoms? Because I've done it once.
What's the point of that?
Alright, we're going to get over some hair gel. Come on. 10.
Just one thing that would make you happy. That would cheer you up if you were feeling low.
Tuesdays off as well? I'll have the MD just, resign straight away, shall I?
I honestly don't know what would make me happy just like that. Because I am happy. I know you say I'm fed up and that.
Do you know
But-
what? Do you
but I
know
am
what? He
fed-
said
I'm alright.
he wouldn't want to be too rich. He said, because if I was too rich, then Suzanne would say, let's go around the world. He said he wants to be rich enough, so they're happy in that, they got their bathroom and everything, but they still can't afford any more holidays a year. Think of that wish. Think of that capping your wishes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Putting a ceiling on your ambition. I love it. It's genius. Look at his face. Play a record. You're an
It's
idiot.
like if you'd won that ticket round Charlie's Chocolate Factory, and he'd said, actually, Karl, I want you to take over the factory. It was a test. You'd have said, I just wanted to look around the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go back and live.
No, he just said,
poor.
I'll work it, but I'm not working Mondays.
Exactly.
Play a record.
Imagine giving a chocolate factory to a kid.
I know.
Idiot.
Give it to the fat one at least. He'd
Yeah.
enjoyed it more. Beautiful.
Billy Bragg from his Essential Billy Bragg compilation. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Billy Bragg, I can't be bothered, politics, and I have to say, buy this CD, skip past every song that is, for instance, There Is Power in a Union.
Don't be duped by fascism.
Yeah, it's your right and duty to vote.
Yeah. Right wing, wrong wing.
Exactly. Ignore all that.
But
Just
he knows that.
listen to the
His
love songs.
His love songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Tonight I celebrate my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. It's great.
brilliant.
Yeah, lose the ones about,
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
striking.
Yeah, exactly, because we know what we think of that. So, I heartily recommend that. What
Carl, we're on happiness. Carl,
Yeah. Oh,
I'm trying to explain
Carl's
to Carl that
happiness.
the aim to, it's really to get on a 10.
Yeah.
For
Well, I like
happiness.
the
He's
fact
on
that he
4.
started on a 9.
But I love the fact he's happy with 4.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but what I mean is, right, I'm not looking for, like, happiness.
Right.
I'm
You're not
alright.
looking for happiness. What? What's that for?
What I mean is, right, I'm happy when I'm not fed up. So what I mean is, I'm happy.
Is this your new book, Psychology of the Mind? What is that? I'm happy when I'm not fed up. That's like an 8-year-old trying to explain happiness. Johnny, what is it when I'm happy when I'm not fed up, miss? Well done, good boy. That's it. You're happy when you're not fed up. Talk like an adult.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, though. I don't.
What?
I'm happy most of the time. It's just that when things niggle me, I find that I realise when I'm annoyed more than when I'm happy.
But Karl, every time we talk to you, you are whinging about something. You've got
Yeah.
something that annoys
But
you.
he's one of those people that if he whinges loud enough, he gets away with it. Like he's in here. I think he goes, I'm really busy. I come in and he's doing nothing. He's chatting because he's having big, long chats with everyone about how someone's wound him up.
Yeah.
And they all come in and they go, Carl's fed up. Because he's got this show. You know what I mean? He's wormed his
No,
way.
but hang on a minute. You came in moaning about the post and that today.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's annoyed and frustrated by that. There's small businesses going out of
I'm not.
business.
I'm not. You haven't heard me
No, you're
moan
not, because
about
who's sending you letters? No one. You've got no friends. You've said that yourself.
Yeah.
You've openly declared you don't want friends.
Go on then, do a film review, quickly.
Right. Well, today on film review, we're doing classic films, and today we're looking at Elephant Man, John Merrick, one of his better pieces of work. It's a sad film. I've never really been able to watch it all the way through.
Sorry, John Merrick's better piece of work was him being the Elephant Man, played by John Hurt.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Sad film. When I was younger.
Tell us a bit about it. What is it about? Who's John Merrick?
It's about a fella who's got a funny head.
Right, tell us this.
And, he lives in, I think he lives in London, in like about the 1930s or something like that. And he's being picked on all the time and stuff. And, first time you watch it, you'll probably cry a bit. And then the second time you watch it, you're just sort of thinking, God, that would be bad. sort of having a head like that being picked on all the time. Then the third time you watch it, you might think, how does he get his jumper on? Then, I don't know, I'm probably bored of it the fourth time. but it's well worth watching, so Elephant Man...
Brilliant.
Yeah, see it.
Brilliant.
I think if you want to get on TV, Karl, you'd be better as the subject of maybe like an omnibus documentary. Living with Karl.
So we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story. So, right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, because she's getting on a bit. He says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh, God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, well, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. Listen. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. What do you mean? You couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky that.
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't.
I had some exciting news this week, Karl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous, because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly, because I know you think you'd like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords, because I remember, what did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal out of it, because I'm just being honest, though. I'm just being honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I know that, Steve, that you brought it up, and then you're again.
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No,
did he say before? He was a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look on his face. You know when your kid, and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, "Why's your kid?" He goes, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders." Right. It was like that when I saw Karl, and I brought you in, and I went, "What do you think of that, Karl?" I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might just get used to it.
Whoa, don't bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same? Do you know that for sure?
Karl.
Did you discuss it?
Karl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
Oh, it's worse than you ever thought.
Well, no, it's not worse than I ever thought, because as you well know, Ricky Gervais, what did I do on Thursday morning?
Oh, is this the thing...
For those that perhaps are not of the female persuasion listening, there's a magazine. Apparently it sells quite well. It's one of the sort of female, kind of issues magazines. I think it's called Company Magazine. It's like your sort of, I guess it's a bit like your Moore or your Vanity Fair or whatever. Anyway, they run every year the 50 most eligible bachelors in Great Britain section. Ding dong, hello. Who's in there this year? In the 50, in the top 50 of the entire country.
And then they vote, and they put them in order and see who's the most eligible bachelor.
But that's 50 people, right? It always annoys me slightly, because bachelor, it kind of seems like a more sophisticated word for loser.
Yeah,
doesn't it? Which always sort of unnerves me
slightly. And also they try and do a different 50 every year, so they're getting pretty desperate to get different ones. Because also a lot of people who are sort of like successful, are married, so there's very little to...
No. There's a huge... I don't know if this is international. It could even be international. I'm not sure, actually. So I could be up there with the likes of Justin Timberlake, etc. So Fred Durst...
Yeah,
that sort of person, So anyway, this is what's exciting, right? Although I'm slightly frustrated, because they were telling me that last year... All right, because what happens is the readers of the magazine, they vote for who they think is number one most eligible bachelor, right? Last year, the prize was a 2-week trip in the Bahamas. Okay, this year I'm rather annoyed, because all I'm going to win is a moped. That's the prize this year. That's the prize this year, a moped.
Whoa, backtrack.
What?
Sorry. Last year was a 2-week trip to Bahamas, and this year
Just
what?
a moped. All I'm going to get is a
All
moped.
you're going to win is a moped.
Yeah,
You've got no chance.
You're
You've
having
got
enough.
no chance.
You're
Who
having
else is in it? Who else is in it?
Well, I mean, I don't know lots of people you'd never heard of. I know Duncan from Blue.
Dean, so you're second to him at least already. I imagine you're going to come behind the other 49.
Because there'll be people voting for me. They get to vote for me.
Yeah, Steve.
They'll see my photo and then they can vote for me.
Yeah, according to Heat, I was 22nd most sexy man in the world.
I better take that helmet back.
I would.
It's that thing, though, you see. This happened years ago to me, right? When, you get pally with someone, and then you wind each other up, and then there comes a time when you just go over the line.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
Well, it was this lad called Anthony, right? He was my mate.
Yeah.
And we used to sort of always have a little fight in the toilet and that. Right?
Sure.
Punch each other.
Now I want to wipe it.
And the punches, used to get harder.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then, so he hit me harder. Turned out into a proper fight.
Yeah.
I chipped his tooth on the sink. Right?
Right.
This happened at school, and it was time for assembly, and I thought, and he's in the toilet crying. I thought, go to assembly. There's police in there, in the assembly that day, telling people about unnecessary violence.
And you thought they were there for you?
So I'm like, oh no. Anthony's going to come in a minute, like crying with all blood coming from his mouth. So I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go running and sleep?
And that was an example of...
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of happened because I went out with a girl who he fancied.
How old are we now?
About 8 or 9.
I think that's out of order, going out with a mate's girl.
Yeah, but she didn't like him. He had, like, big ears and that. He had no chance.
You're
so why
such a
should I...
dick.
No, but do you know what I mean? All right, I haven't got the looks like I used to.
Sure, when you were 8.
But that's before the stress of, having head squoes and that sort of thing. I have aged a lot since.
Having your head squeezed.
I love your own grammar. I know,
That's the past tense, is it? Squeeze or to have squeezed.
Oh, he did squoze his head.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
What about a bit of Bowie?
Bowie?
Be my wife. Carl, I'm asking you.
I think we can suppose that in.
Be my wife, Carl, come on.
Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right, because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phones off, no more toilet. They take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So, I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet, the gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
How could you tell?
How did you know?
just typical, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah. Oh. What, large handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve.
Or most of the people in this country.
Go on, Carl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right. Right? Because this was floating around my mind. Went
She's
to
a
the
big
toilet.
gay icon,
Now,
isn't she?
go into the toilet. They have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Call in.
They should have their own... Well, not cubicle, you mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal,
Yeah.
normally, there's a fella there and then you go, all right. And there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure and
But
this was
what were
going
you
on.
worried about?
I'm so sorry.
What were you concerned about?
Viewers? I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right, as long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet,
Yeah.
right, and you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
Caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear.
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were you?
It's like a ripped tennis ball.
What? Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Sonys. Iced tea. That's how I'm living. Bit of old school hip hop.
Where's RT? All right.
Good point, yeah.
Go make me a cup of coffee or something.
Well, before you do that, can I just qualify something? I'm a little bit concerned about your toilet discussion. What exactly is your point again? I was just a bit bemused.
You see, it's a tricky one. All I'm saying is, right, there was at the pub quiz, I go to the toilet, not thinking about anything. I try to go, right, there's a little gay fella next to me.
I love this little gay fella.
Now, the weird thing is, there's nothing stopping him having a little glance, right, because he's allowed in the fella's toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to go into the woman's toilet and have a little look round.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, should they have another toilet area?
What, for gay people?
Yeah.
And so this would be gay men and lesbians? Is that going to complicate things?
Well, I mean, I can only assume. I mean, to what point? I'll ask you a question, right? If you're intimidated, that's a shame. But you know, most gay men aren't looking at your knob. You know that.
What do you mean?
I can only say that 99.9% of gay men who use a urinal standing next to what they assume is a heterosexual man aren't looking at his knob.
What are they doing then?
They're emptying their bladder.
No, but the thing is,
I can't talk.
You're saying like, you know, about would you have one toilet for lesbian women and gay fellas, right?
Well, does that mean? Would it be mixed? Would it just be?
Well,
would it have a man on one? That's heterosexual man. One little picture of a woman, there, and then what? What would the little icon be?
A man and a woman?
A man and a woman.
Just having a chat?
Yeah. In pink and dot lines.
But you couldn't mix them, because then what would happen is you'd get people who are going, oh, I'll play up to this a bit.
What, pretend to be gay?
And yeah, you know, sort of grow a moustache and shave their head.
And pretend to be a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. So I see. So you know, people pretending to be gay so they could go in and have a look at the lesbians.
Yeah.
Right. So that would mean that we need 4 cubicles now, would we?
Yeah. No, this is fine. 4 cubicles.
So every pub
How
now.
many toilets do we need?
Every pub's now got 4 toilets.
Oh, Karl, bisexuals.
Yeah. Now, interesting.
Bisexuals. How many toilets do we need now? Call the council.
Do you use any?
Huh?
No.
No, because they're interested in everything, aren't they?
Because the little bisexual fella will be looking at your knob.
Right. With them, what you do, you just have a door. You open it, and there's one urinal there.
There's a picture of a beautiful barometer being held by a beautiful lady.
Lovely. Who's definitely his daughter.
Yes.
Definitely. Come on, Kathy. Oh, that. Dad, no. Come on. Undo your top a little bit. Dad, definitely made to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That slight look of I hope no one I know sees.
Yeah.
Just check out Barometer World.
Barometer World.
Yeah, that's available. If you want to check that out, www.barometerworld.com. That's
Now,
all the,
barometers, one, do they work?
they're to do with checking, is it the air pressure?
Well, everything. But I think that's what it's based on, isn't it? Sort of low and high pressure, so it's going to rain, it's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Or going to be windy, but I wonder how accurate they are.
I think in the days before satellite sort of weather surveillance systems, probably essential.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
As essential as hanging some seaweed out by the back door?
Probably.
I think it's probably similar. I think it's the same one as holding a needle and thread over a pregnant woman. If it goes clockwise, it'd be a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about a barometer is how far into the future can it predict?
Exactly. How do you know?
If it's a case of you may as well stick your head out the window to see if it's raining.
Exactly. This barometer goes, oh, it's gonna be windy and rainy. When? The barometer goes, soonish.
Yeah.
So I can't say, but it will, well, within the 7 days.
I don't want to be specific because you'll have me.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah, I don't want to, but I mean, I'm just a barometer. I'm not really a weather person.
Analyse the information.
Yeah, brilliant.
What's in there what's happening in there? What chemicals are being affected? How does it work?
I don't know. I assume it's probably something.
Wait a minute, let me email Barometer World. Now
What could
I'm
it
beginning
be?
to find it. They are quite interesting.
It could be mercury that's based on a sort of temperature that goes up with... Oh, no, it's not temperature, is it, barometer? It's pressure. So, it's probably just very fine. It's like a fine, very, very fine needle, isn't it?
This is almost as embarrassing as last time we were on. We couldn't figure out what the name of the leader of China was. Was it the King of China? The Prince of China?
Oh, this is when we, were trying to imagine what it'd be like if all the Chinese people at once jumped up and down and made a big tidal
enormous
wave.
tidal wave. But if you do know what the name of the leader of China is, we don't mean the name of the particular person in charge, but if it's a king of China, the emperor of China, the chancellor of China,
it
the
used
prime
to be
minister
an
of
emperor,
China.
didn't it? No, that was Japan.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know what's the big guy in charge. Is he still the chairman? I know Chairman Mao was important. I think he was just the chairman. I think he just governed all the big meetings.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just kept the minutes.
Head Chinaman?
Head Chinaman. The major Chinaman. The top Chinaman. Number one Chinaman.
Do you know what? We're going to be honest here. We know so little about China.
It's true.
We know so little about China. Yeah. It's embarrassing.
But if you've got any interesting facts about China, then email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Also, I imagine the email address to use if you're going to take part in this week's Rockbusters.
I did read an interesting fact. I'm doing a show called Politics, and I was researching, and there's a thing about sweatshops. Yeah, no. Sweatshops, like Nike. There's these facts, right? And these people get, like, you know, a few cents an hour, and the CEO, I forget his name, for a Chinese woman to earn his 5.2 billion, she'd have to work 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10,000 years. But Steve, they don't.
They don't.
They obviously don't want to.
Exactly.
They don't want to. They don't want to.
Lazy, Rick.
Blur, out of time on XFM. Well, we're not out of time. We've still got an hour left, boys.
Hey!
Luckily.
Brilliant. A lot of emails, obviously, about the Chinese. People as fascinated as we are. I don't want to discuss it, interminably, Rick, because there's so much to say, and we've said most of it in the past.
Yeah.
Get a couple of emails. In fact, I think, Karl, you told us this information. Remind me of it again. If all the Chinese people in the world were...
We're in a line on that, because there's loads of them, you'd never get to the end of it.
Right.
No, it's not that. If all the Chinese people formed a line and started walking out of China, you'd never get to the end of it.
That's what I just said.
No, it's because, though, they'd be having babies. You know what I mean? Still, it'd be adding to it all the time, wouldn't you?
But would they be walking and shagging and having babies as they're walking out?
Yeah, that is.
I'd love to see someone organise that. Maybe the Record Breakers team.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Ross McWhirter or Norris, who is it? Who's the one that's alive?
I forget, Norris, I think.
Norris, right? I'd love to see him to coordinate that.
Yeah.
1.2 billion little Chinese fellas. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah. And where are they walking out of China? Which exit are they taking?
They're taking the...
Through Tibet? Or?
I think it's the Gate 9 Slip Road, the M43,
right.
to St. Petersburg.
Right.
And they go, and walking, and shagging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because some presumably are dying as they're leaving.
No, but they live to 120.
That's true.
So
they claim.
So, we know Karl's theory on that. Do you want to just tell new listeners your theory about when all these Chinese people get the records for oldest people in the world? Come on, what's your theory, Karl?
Leave it.
Karl,
just that they're probably lying.
Why?
That's all. Because a lot of them don't age that well. Some of them do. A lot of them don't, and they always look older than they are. I read the other day, right? Do you know the one who was the oldest woman in the world, right? Chinese woman, right? The way she did it, it was...
She didn't die. That was her secret. Yeah. What she did, she got up every day and didn't die.
No, she was like awake and that, and then she'd have 2 days just sleeping.
Right.
So she wasn't really that old.
What do you mean?
Well, she'd only sort of lived half of her life in a way.
Well, we all live 2/3 of our life, don't we?
No, but she was like awake and that, and then she'd go, I'll go out of bed, and then that'd be it for 2 days.
Karl, you're a second-time buyer, aren't you?
Yeah. Bought one in Manchester. Lost $7,000 on that one.
Well, don't buy in Manchester.
No, it's a good flat. It's just it wasn't. I didn't buy it to sort of make money. I thought I was going to be living there like all my life, and then a job came up here, and it was like, oh.
You bought your first flat in Manchester. You assumed you would be living there for the rest of your life.
Well, I wasn't in a rush.
Play record, you're an idiot.
Hang on a minute. So have you got a property portfolio? Have you got the 2 houses now?
No, I've got rid of that one.
Oh, you sold that one?
Got this
At
flat.
£7,000
Got
loss.
this flat. I'll tell you something that is interesting.
Hold on, though.
What?
£7,000 lost. And it's a flat in Manchester, but it could only cost about £8,000 anyway.
Right, Steve, something they do now, right, they've got to do by law when you're buying, right? I was looking at one in London, right? It's haunted. They've got to tell you now.
Right, don't talk shit.
I'm telling you
Play
now.
a record.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah. There's no such thing as ghosts. That is ridiculous if that appears on a legal document.
Right, if there's anyone who sells flats and does that for a living,
yeah,
right, email in, because I'm telling you now, that is a fact. She sort of dropped it in. I said, oh, nice feel here. And she said, yeah, well, that'll be the ghost. Just dropped it in, that's all they've got to do. And then I was like, what? And they went, oh, yeah.
That's all I've got to do, is it? So that's the legal thing. Did you drop it in? So in court you go, did you drop it in? Yeah, I dropped it in. Play a record, you're an idiot. That's David Gray, and this year's Love, if you're in love. I hope it lasts. It's only January. What you got for us,
I just thought we ought to maybe go through some of the emails. I mean, I don't want to query the calibre of some of the emails we get sent on this show, but here's a typical one, Rick.
Go on.
There's no name, it's just from Glicko, that's his email address. It's just a question to you, Rick. Did I see you walking around Marylebone High Street last Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I was in Marylebone High Street last Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, but did you see Glicko?
I didn't see Glicks.
Okay.
I didn't see the Glickster.
All right, this is one from M. Ricky, what do you think of Richard Bacon's show? I can't decide if he's better than you.
Nor can I.
Any thoughts?
Nor can I. I can't help her out on that one.
Sure.
That's a really personal thing. She's got to dig deep. She's got to look at both of us. She's got to find out what she likes.
Yeah.
And then whether I provide more of that than Baker's.
Yeah.
I mean, Baker Foyle's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put myself up against him, so I can't help you. Next, Steve, next.
Well, there's a lot of emails last week which were saying how much they enjoyed the Christmas specials. Thank you very much for that. That's very flattering of you.
Cheers.
There was also a couple. There was one that it was a guy. I'm sorry that I think I might have deleted it. But, I should have sent a reply, because there was a guy from Canada saying if there any chance you're around in March, whether you could pop in and have a surprise birthday dinner for his wife.
Oh, God, why don't you keep that?
I know, sorry
well,
about
I can't let it go now, can I, you idiot? Okay.
I really apologise for that.
Yeah.
There's also, this is interesting, this is more for Karl, really. It seems unlikely.
Is it from a doctor saying you're an idiot?
We've got plenty of those. I tend to delete them.
Okay, all right, yeah. Look at his face.
No, it just says, don't like to complain, but I won the film competition about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I haven't received my prizes.
Oh dear, that's all Karl has to do on the show. We provide the chat, the records, the light entertainment. I mean, the
glamour.
Strokes of comedy genius. All Karl has to do is send out the prizes and say there was a monkey that was a bank robber at 5 to 3.
Yeah. What's your excuse, Karl?
Do you remember her winning? I've got all.
Well, you're calling her a liar?
Well, I am, because I don't remember ever seeing.
Right, he's calling her a liar.
So, Joanne Ogden, you're claiming, is just making this up. She sent this in on a whim, trying to fool us and get some cheap tat.
Wow.
I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone would lie to try and get Knowing Me, Knowing You on VHS. I really don't.
Well, I'll look in the records, because we keep all the details, so... Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, one of you's in the wrong, and do you know what? Knowing you, Karl, I don't think it's Joanne.
No.
Has anyone else ever emailed in saying they haven't got the bag of crap? No, they haven't.
Well, yeah, but one mistake's one too far, because that's one person. So, you might send out 30, but that one person, that's the first time they've won a competition. They want the history of Wind, narrated by Donald McIntyre on VHS.
Yes.
And,
Stephen King's It on Betamax.
Yeah. No, they sometimes they want the best of Primal Scream on a cassette.
Exactly.
So,
You've got to make sure you're sending these flags away.
Yeah.
Final email from Andy. He says, the webcam is pointing at the ceiling. Is it because the air conditioning vent is more exciting than what happens on the show?
Let's put that down
I
now.
think that's absolutely right.
Hold on a minute. Now, just if someone... Is that good?
People love the webcam. I don't know what they're interested in, because all I get is a picture of Karl's big head.
It's not as big, it's just round.
Oh.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Karl, I'd like you to play the next tune. I got sent a little cheeky primer for The Cure's Join the Dots. It's B-sides and rarities, lots of stuff from them, from all over the ages. And it's amazing how good their B-sides are. Here's one of them playing.
Yeah. I gotta get some water. Play a record that was rubbish. Placebo, Bitter End on XFM 104.9. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago, before Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas. If you didn't, not our fault, really, is it?
Nothing to do with us.
Wouldn't have thought we'd have.
We're well over time because we've got plenty of cash now, thanks to a lot of you who probably bought the Office DVD.
Yeah.
Probably got
And
that
if you
in stock
haven't yet, and you've maybe got vouchers or money, still available.
Still there in the shops.
Still available. You can still make it the best-selling DVD of all time.
Please.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. I'll tell you what you want to hear there before you make your mind up. I'll tell you what, if you like this next clip, go and buy the Office DVD. I think you will. It's a brilliant clip.
It's the one where we talk about, well, it is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We talked about it before. Do you know the little mouse that had an ear on its back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Well, you thought he had a bad time, right? Listen to this one. Mouse walking about with us sort of wearing a monkey's testicle. They're just having a laugh. This is what I mean about a lot of scientists. What are they doing? When's that going to come in handy?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, they were seeing if, say if a fella loses one, right?
Yeah.
Hitler or whatever. And they go, well, don't worry about it. We can sort you out. I don't know what the monkey's going to do. I don't know if they keep passing them on or whatever. But the actual monkey testicle was put on the mouse. And it worked. It worked for the mouse.
But isn't it... I mean, isn't a monkey's testicle quite large in relation to a mouse? Would it not look like the mouse was on a space hopper or something?
Oh, yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, they didn't put it where its testicles would be.
No, they did.
They put it... Well, how could it walk, then? The ear was on his back, so he could just get about.
Well, I don't know. But
Well, you don't know, do you? You just guessed. Did they grow the monkey's testicles where the mouse testicles
it
would...
looked stupid anywhere else, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, whereas a mouse with monkey testicles, that's fine.
You'd be showing off. You'd be all right. I prefer that than the ear.
When that mouse gets put back in with the other mice, do the other mice go, George, you look different. Have you had anything done?
But the weird thing is, as well, apparently it still works as a monkey.
What?
So,
what are you talking about?
Like the sperm and that was it was still sort of monkey.
Of course it was. What are you talking about?
Well, that's weird.
But what, Karl? What do you? It's only a thing to give it nutrients. That's all the thing they're testing. It's like grafting at that level. Right. What's your question? Because I'm right. What do you think? It would change eventually. It would have changed into a mouse testicle because it had been hanging round a mouse for so long.
No, I thought the actual sperm of it though would be a mouse's.
Why?
Because it's hanging off a mouse.
No, but your sperm is actually created in the testicles.
So
that's why it has to be outside your body. Otherwise, we put them in a nice little cage.
I'm guessing then that they've done this operation so that they can do it to humans. Yeah. Why would I want a monkey testicle if my kids are going to be monkeys? What use is it?
No, think. That's no.
That's going to happen anyway, Karl.
Yeah, but think. Think of what you're saying. They've grown a monkey testicle on a mouse to see if it would still function as a monkey's testicle, okay? So they can do that to humans. So think, Karl. What they'd do is they'd grow a human testicle on a mouse and it could still be used as a human testicle.
So what?
To give you a testicle that you've lost.
From a mouse?
No, from another person who it was kept alive on a mouse. Because it's kept the nutrients alive, as opposed to keeping it in a deep freeze. Maybe bollocks go off after a week. I don't know. Maybe they get accidents. He had a little a card. Do you donate your testicles? Yeah, I'll tell you what. No one needs testicles yet. Let's keep them on a mouse. You have yours ripped off in some sort of bizarre skiing accident. You go, well, you're in a Battersea Dog Town. You pick the ones you want. They can grow them on anything. They can grow them on a Dachshund. Bulldogs are growing them usually that's where you see a bulldog. Usually that's waiting for an operator. What don't you understand, Karl?
Hang on a minute. I thought this was knob news, not testicle time. I don't understand what...
Yeah, testicle time's not for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's all sort of linked and that, though, isn't it?
Well,
sometimes it's linked to a mouse.
But what do you think about, like, I don't know, testing stuff out like that? Is it worth Is it worth it? Could you not just go straight from...
But listen, Carl, I'm getting this information from you.
No,
If this was on Question Time and someone said there were, Dimbleby and Paxman or whatever said it, I'd think about it as a moral dilemma. You've just said you saw a mouse with a monkey testicle. What do you think of that? I don't think anything of it. I don't think anything of it is the answer, Carl, because I can't trust the info. I cannot trust anything that comes out of your mouth.
Well, it's true, but it's just all this. It's the same thing, innit? It's the leeches in a blender. It's the fella looking at an electron.
Yeah.
It's the mouse with an ear on its back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point is.
But you don't read on. Because I've seen you read something and you're going, look at that. Man survives on eating knee. And I go, what else? You go, I didn't read on. I didn't read on.
You look at the mouse with the ear on the back and you just think, that must be murder at a concert. You don't think. You don't think.
No,
anything
I
else.
just
You don't
think,
read on.
is it worth sort of wasting
You
all
think
the...
you think he swallowed someone's ear? He gnawed it away and swallowed it, and it's just in his system.
Yeah.
No, I just get a bit sad about the mice and that.
I agree. I mean that is sad. Yeah. Of course, anything like that. Chris Campling
Yeah.
did a review of the show.
Right.
And basically said that Karl Pilkington is a creation of Gervais and Merchant.
Well, if only that were the case.
He said he started off saying he liked the show.
Yeah.
He was excited. Said it was a good show. A lot of the jokes.
I'm already questioning his critical faculties.
Yeah, exactly. And basically said that we didn't contribute much, or seemingly didn't seem to contribute much, and we couldn't sort of like ad lib or anything. We just laughed at, particularly me, laughed at Karl Pilkington, who was coming up with some, quite funny stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But then he does a twist on it. He goes, but the thing is, we're the puppet masters. He's a created person. We've created the persona Karl Pilkington for our own amusement.
Right.
He bases this on simply that we talked about... What was it we talked about? The Chinese not aging well, and
Right.
he heard him talk about that on my DVD. But clearly I say, Karl, remember when you were talking about that? It's a news, or remember in the week, and so he thinks it's all scripted now. Imagine if this show was scripted.
I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
If this show was scripted, I would send back the BAFTAs for the actual shows we've written, and I would say...
I'm having a go at Chris Campling. He's nice about our other work. He likes The Office, and he
Yeah.
likes my stand-up and everything, and he likes the show, but he's saying... Because we're not spontaneous, we scripted this and invented Karl. So he's like, we've invented another Gareth.
If we had created Karl, I would not have squandered a character that good on this poxy radio station.
Absolutely. Also, does he know that we spend about 3 months on half an hour script? So how long does 2 hours of
I
dribble?
know.
But the main thing is, as if this could be scripted, it's dreadful.
It's shocking.
Or maybe this is scripted.
Hang on, you've lost me there. Let me just check the script.
Maybe Chris Campling does not exist. Maybe I've made him up.
I don't know what to believe.
See, the name doesn't wash with me.
What was his name?
Chris Campling.
Sounds odd.
That's something that I made up, isn't it?
Campling's almost like a joke. It's almost like a gay name, isn't it? Oh, he's
See,
a Campling.
So I think this is scripted.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made this whole link up, and Karl is a creation. Campling, that's not a real name. I made it up. I should have come up with something better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I thought, well, let's go and watch it.
And what exactly is a pinhead?
Oh, if you've seen it, you'd know.
Okay.
Right, so not the best thing in it either. So
Oh.
imagine that.
Okay, so you're watching it.
So sat there, I think, right, something comes on, and the little fella's on there, the little fella we were talking about, the Pillow Man.
Right.
Is it the best thing in it?
Now, what's the Pillow Man again?
He's a fella who years ago, he's got no arms and legs.
Right. He's
And
just a torso.
Just
and a
rolls,
head.
yeah. And there's a scene where you see him sort of rolling a cigarette up, just using his mouth, and it's like he lights it and stuff. And that's weird. And then what else is on it?
So it can stanch your growth.
And then there's a little fella on it who is fed up because he looks 5, but he's actually 34.
Right.
Right? But there's a woman who is 42 and looked 8. So they both had the opposite thing. They were both really fed up. And I kind of thought that shows that, you always want what someone else has got.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a way, there's a story there in that.
No, you described the same there.
No. No, it was like...
No, they both, you just said, they both looked young, but they are actually both older.
No. This was like a little man...
Yeah. Who was
looked-
35.
Who was 35.
And looked 8.
Yeah.
And so did she.
No, well, the other way round then.
What? So she was an 8-year-old that looked 35?
Yeah. So, oh, maybe not then.
Anyway.
No.
But that wasn't that weird. I kind of thought it's a slow start and that.
Yeah.
And then
It's not a difficult film to follow.
No.
yeah, but I wasn't really listening to what it's all about. I was just looking at what they had. And they had like a fella who's running about on just,
They had like he was shopping.
they had a fella with no legs and he's running about on his hands and sort of got about on a skateboard, talking to someone about it. They said that's how E.T. was done. There's actually a little fella in E.T.
Right.
who's just half of half a body.
Is that true?
I've no idea. I've never heard that before.
Why haven't we heard that before?
I've never heard that before.
I don't think he would fit in E.T. Because where's the head? He's got no neck, E.T. It's a skinny little thing. There's a human neck couldn't fit in that skinny little neck.
Well,
You sure it wasn't Kenny Baker up to his old tricks?
What are you talking about, Karl? There's a fella with no legs in E.T.
in E.T. they had two fellas, right? I think they had a little a midget fella
Right.
who did it, and then I think he was off sick, and they were like, oh, what else are we going to do?
So they saw a guy on of a skateboard going by.
And said, do you fancy some work?
Right.
And he's done it. I think someone told me. I mean, it might be wrong.
Exactly.
Might be wrong.
It might be, mightn't it? I mean, you've never been wrong before, so I don't know why you'd be wrong there. So
else
what's the
was
worst thing in it?
Now, it's intriguing to me because here's a film called Freaks, featuring real-life freaks, and you're sort of a bit nonplussed by it.
Just because it's built up. If you call a video Freaks, you've got to make sure that there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
What were you disappointed about? Was it that?
Because there was a few things on it, right? There was a woman who said she was half man, half woman. And it's like, well, you're not, are you? It was just like she had some makeup on. I thought, well, that's rubbish. And then there was a woman who could eat using her feet. That isn't that freaky. Do you know what I mean? She's not hungry, she looks normal.
Yeah.
And that's when I was thinking, I mean, I'm not being right, Steve. You know I'm not being funny.
Oh, here we go.
No, but I'm just saying, if that woman wasn't eating and you were sat next to her in that film,
Yeah.
I'd probably be sort of drawn to you more than her. I'm not... I know you hate me saying it, but there's no point sort of pretending. Do you know what I mean?
Oi, Muttley, what are you sniggering about?
That face. Well, you mean there were things in it that were less... What are you saying?
I'm just saying...
Play a record. Seriously, I'll slap you. I'm going to slap you live on air.
Yeah, but you always get...
I'm slapping you live on air, I swear to God.
Alright, play a song then.
He's playing a song.
I'll play the song.
Keep the favourite. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City from the album Nebraska.
So melancholy, that one. I love that one. Wow. So Freaks then. All in all, not as amazing as you first hoped.
It was built up too much. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
It's like
Is that
some films.
is that my fault for getting you excited? I just can't
Probably.
believe it. I hand you this thing on a plate. So
I know, but-
yeah.
And I'm not being out of order, Steve. I'm
Sure.
just being honest. We've always said that about this show. We
Yeah,
only talk
yeah.
about stuff,
Yeah.
that being honest and that.
Yeah, no, sure.
And I've always said the first time I saw you.
Sure, no, you've always been honest,
You know
and I've
what I
always
mean?
been honest with you. I've always said that, you've got the intelligence and insight of a gnat.
Yeah, but if I keep quiet, people don't know that.
Sure.
All right, don't
Incredibly you do, Carl, because you look stupid as well.
Well,
Yeah.
No, but Karl was being nice then. You don't.
I'm just saying you're a good bloke, and now I've got to know you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time was weird when I saw you.
Yeah.
No,
And
leave
then-
it. Don't just try to interrupt. Just let it go.
No,
right.
I'm just saying
Okay.
the first time it was weird and that, and then weeks go by.
And you- okay.
And the weird thing is, I kind of thought maybe he's not that odd looking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you went to LA for 3 weeks.
Sure.
And when you came back, it was like the first time again.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I'm just-
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. No. Stop it now.
Yeah.
Right, everyone,
but-
stop it now.
No, but I just think I'm a little bit more consistent because I've always thought you were an idiot.
I don't want this. Don't argue. He was just okay.
No, I just, you know what I mean? My opinion has never changed. I've always thought you're an idiot.
No,
Just-
it's
that's
just
been
all
through
nice. Let's look. Peace.
Shut
not
up,
war.
fatso.
Peace, not war.
He's just such a stirrer, isn't he?
No,
He loves it. Don't think I didn't see you whispering behind the microphone about what to say to
Look what
Carl.
I've just drawn, Karl, subconsciously.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I drew a picture of him. It's going to be on the website.
It's not been on the website.
No, it's going to be. I drew a little cartoon of him. No, not yours. I drew one of Karl. Right, okay. What are we talking about? That was a...
So yeah, no, the
Touchy
Freaks thing
moment.
is over and done with. It was all right if you want to get it out on video.
Sure.
you know, it's probably worth a look. There's a couple of things on there that get you thinking more, you know, it's like how their life is and stuff, do you know what I mean, how it's affected, and like the little pillow man, or the fella who's got half of his body missing.
Yeah.
You know, it's stuff like that you think, oh.
But what's the one that would disappoint you? You said it was a half man, half woman.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that one.
Do you mean hermaphrodite or half? I can't remember it. Do you mean it was one sort of like it had bits of both?
It was just like half a face done in makeup and long hair, then on the other side it had it shaved.
I love the idea that you go to this circus and there's people in there that have been sort of persecuted all their life, and they think, well, maybe I can make some money, and then you boo them because they're not freakish enough. I love the idea they go, boo, you're not freakish enough, boo. Oh, you've got bits of legs, boo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there was, I mean, talking about that, you see, why did they join the circus and that? Because there are things they can do. I was telling you in the week that I was reading something on some news website about some sort of Olympic-style games where they're going to see, like, disabled people against able-bodied.
Right. Let's be careful here, shall we?
No, I'm just saying, though.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So there is other things. It doesn't mean just because you haven't got legs you can't do other stuff.
Yeah.
And in this race, there's, like, disabled people who are beating able-bodied people.
Yeah.
I mean,
what?
Would you go and see that? I don't know.
But, I mean, it depends. What do you mean? They're beating them? At what?
He didn't state what the little races were and that.
Little races. Does
Can't help himself,
I
can he?
know, little races. Oh, look, there's the disabled with their little races.
Yeah, they're having another little race.
Oh, dear.
Would you go? Would you go and watch that?
Do you remember when Jimmy thought that Paralympics stood for Paraplegic Olympics?
The Paralympics?
Yeah, it means parallel Olympics.
Yeah.
He thought it meant Paraplegic Olympics. That would be a good site, wouldn't it? Mainly blow football. Wait, what were you thinking during the quiz then, when the questions were coming out? What were you thinking of?
Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right, because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phones off, no more toilet.
The room,
they take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So, I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet, the gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
How could you tell?
How did you know?
just typical, you know, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah.
Oh.
What,
Just
large
imagine-
handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve.
Or
Go on,
most
Carl.
of the people in this country.
Go on, Carl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right. Right? Because this was floating around my mind. Went
She's
to the
a big
toilet.
gay icon,
now,
isn't she?
go into the toilet. They have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Go in.
They should have their own... Well, not cubicle, you mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal,
Yeah.
normally, you know, there's a fella there and then you go, all right. And there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure and this was
what were
going
you
on.
worried about?
I'm so sorry.
What were you concerned about?
Viewers? I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right, as long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet,
Yeah.
right, and you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
You know, caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear.
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were you?
He's like a ripped tennis ball.
What? Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Sonys. I was talking to Karl the other night, because I've been rewatching for some reason that film Witness with Harrison Ford, where he's a policeman that has to protect a little boy who's part of an Amish community. Amish?
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to Karl.
You look plain, John Book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was obviously trying to explain the Amish to Karl. He'd never heard of them. Completely stony-faced.
Amazing.
Now for those...
Okay, you explained it to him, have you? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming you got it right? Karl, now tell me back now, what are the Amish?
They're just people who sort of live like in the olden times. So to them, they're sort of in about 1842 or something. So they're getting old papers and that. They haven't cut up to.
No.
They don't have telly.
They don't deny that the 20th century has happened. They just don't want to be part of it. They look up and they see planes and they know what they are, and they go into the town and they see it in the window of Dixon's, a telly. They just don't want to be part of it.
No, they're still living. They are
still living like it's
that's what I mean. Yeah,
but they know about everything else. They just don't want to be part of it because they think that the sort of the revolution was a bad thing. They think that society became more and more depraved, and they wanted to go away from it, and they want to go back to old values, and they think they don't need TV and jets in that way of life. They can survive in the old way because the old way was better.
Missing out on Live 8.
Yeah, but they haven't had Band-Aid yet.
Yeah,
I think this is the problem that Karl had. He in his mind, they were just a bit delayed, so that in his head they were slowly moving towards the 20th century.
They wouldn't be able to watch most of these bands, all their electric guitar. They'd be allowed to watch Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Doing an acoustic set.
Yeah.
Between the bands. Yeah. That'd be all right.
But no, in Karl's mind, it's like if he...
Although they wouldn't like Fast Car. They wouldn't like singing about that. They go, I don't know what you're talking about. Pony and Trap. You got a pony and trap. That'd be all right.
But are they still... Do they still get sort of rubbish posts and that saying we need your money for this, or get behind this charity?
They live in an isolated community. They're farmers, aren't they? They're farmers.
It's an agricultural community, and they're obviously very staunchly religious. In actual fact, it would suit you very well because you hate crowds, you hate groups of people, you don't like the modern world. You'd love it down there, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't like getting up at 4 o'clock to milk a cow, though, would he?
Well, no, but he'd get used to it.
Go back to bed, couldn't you?
It's probably out. I mean, have they got anything to do with the Hare Krishna people?
No, nothing at all. Let's play Radiohead. Radiohead and Let Down off OK Computer on XFM 104.9. Right, let's think of some nice stuff then.
Annoyed I was yesterday.
Go on.
Just got off the train, and guy comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me, can you spare some change? I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless." And I was so angry. I was in a bad mood anyway, and I just wanted to say to him, well, there's your mistake. Go back to Liverpool. That's why you're homeless. You're in London.
Well, he might have been homeless in Liverpool and thought...
Well, why did you come down here?
Well, where would you rather be homeless? Liverpool or London?
Well, Algarve.
Well, no, but I mean, I'd certainly... Do you know what I mean?
But just, why am I supposed to say I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless? Why is that supposed to be a persuading factor? Just annoyed me. I thought there was enough problems here already.
He's going for a double sympathy vote. Yeah. I'm homeless and I'm a Liverpool.
He could have just said I'm from Liverpool. I'd have given him some change. Guys, he was from Manchester once. I gave him my sandwich.
Yeah.
There's a thing the other night, right? They do this programme. It's only on in London, so if you listen out of London, you won't know about it. But it's about Oxford Street, right? And
about all the thieving that goes on.
It's like thieving.
Yeah.
Drug problems in the streets and that.
Yeah.
What gets on people's nerves, those people with the boards, golf sale and all that. And there's this bit that concentrated on the homeless problem, right? And he said, this fella looks after the homeless. He goes up to him, says, how you doing? Are you hungry? Do you need food and that? He said, a lot of people worry about the homeless, but we do try and look after them. And the Salvation Army were there, and they said, and this is where they can come if they need anything, if they need any food or any clothes, if the shoes are worn out. And they said, oh, can we have a look at that, right? So they go in this little room where all the clothes are, and they go, and there's like a load of jumpers for them in the winter in the cold, and the camera sort of pans across, load of ties
Right.
For the homeless.
What?
Ties.
Ties for the homeless?
For round the neck, like, to look smart.
No, they use them as belts. I've seen a lot of...
Or as a lead for their dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about, ties?
That's what they did. They said, here's the room with all the stuff in it. Right?
For the homeless.
Jumpers for the homeless. Jumpers, shirts, trainers. And you got a load of ties. Nobody wanted one.
Some evening dress.
Any
They got a formal
cravats?
function.
Any cravats? No, where's the cummerbunds?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of being homeless outside the Royal Albert Hall tonight.
Yeah.
That's where the real pickings are.
I'm breaking in the back door of the Savoy this evening.
Oh, dear.
Another charity thing that I was reading about the other day that they're doing.
Do they give them trainers? Because I've seen a lot of tramps with new trainers, and I think there must be like equivalent of a soup kitchen where they get shoes, because that's it must be, yeah. Otherwise, that's weird, isn't it? You get you blow any money, you beg all day and get a nice new pair of Nike. Yeah, no, don't waste it on clothes. Get some tenants.
Nets, yeah.
Get some, special brew. That's the best value. Go on.
Some smack.
Go on.
If you've got a lot of worries, you see on the street.
Little starter bag.
Take your mind off
fiver.
it.
Yeah, I know.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird you say that, because, you know, a trainer's the most important thing, because, like, you know all the problems in Africa.
Sure.
Right? A lot of problems going on there.
Yeah.
The other day, they're asking for people to send their spectacles to Africa.
Right.
Would you be happy if you were over there and, like, you're hungry and that? And then they say, here you go.
Well, yeah, but it must be for a reason. I don't think it's...
they've got bad eyes and that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they go round... It's not like when you see those things on Live Aid and there's people dying but they're putting specs on them.
No, I think that's what it is.
No, it's not, Carl. They sort
think
out
that's what they
food and medication before they put a little pair of specs on the lads.
That isn't how he came across in the advert.
I think they probably walk hand in hand. You know, the people handing out the food are also, you know, walking alongside guys with the specs and they're handing them out as well.
But what have they got to look at?
What?
They don't own anything. They'll realise how bad everything is. God, it's rubbish here, isn't it? I tell you, I try and help out the world. I've joined a little charity thing. They pay me £5 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all up for helping.
Yeah.
But sometimes you think, what can we do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can we do?
Okay, what can we do?
We can't do anything.
Okay.
That thing.
Play a record.
We were talking about the debt the other day. I was reading up on the amount of debt that South Africa are in and that, and it's just like, that's without any shops. Do you know what I mean? If they had shops to spend the money on, there'd be murder.
That's third world debt isn't because they bought too many smeg fridges from us. It's shopping. Look, who's been shopping? I have. Oh, well, you've gone over the top. You're on a budget now.
Yeah.
You're getting nothing but grain and blankets for the next year because you go mental. Who
just spent £1 billion in Dixon's?
Oh, God.
Forthcoming single from The Thrills, that's called Santa Cruz.
On XFM 104.9.
We were just talking about people who do good work, you know, wandering up and down Oxford Street, giving stuff to the homeless and thing. And I was at they have a little kind of music festival back in my hometown of Bristol, periodically in the summer. They can never really attract any decent acts, but, you know, we support it
Not
anyway.
even Portishead?
No, they never
Tricky?
No.
Right.
I think that, this year it was Robert Plant, who sang lots of old blues covers, and people were quite bored until he played Whole Lot of Love at the end, and then we sort of went, you should have done all the old Led Zeppelin, stop playing all this other nonsense we're not interested in.
So I always set this for next time.
Yeah.
Robert. No.
But I was just snuck off into the woods for, you know, a waz, because I'm quite rock and roll like that. And I was passing, and these are a group of people, and I've always thought they never get enough praise, enough credit, and I genuinely, and I mean this entirely sincerely, I really do. I don't mean to be, I'm not taking the mick at all. But the St. John's Ambulance people, they're absolutely blinding because they all look like nerds. I mean, they all look like they're normally kind of fat women or kind of blokes.
I think you're doing very well for their new recruitment campaign.
Well,
so
I was going to say,
you're selling it to people who want to join.
This is my point, Rick, is that they've not changed the uniforms in like 40 years. And it's normally, it's normally the kind of the nerds from your school who went into it or whatever. It's kind of old people. I saw them, they were all sat around in this little area. No one was, nobody just sat around, they were bored, they weren't really enjoying the music. And I thought, look at that, they're not that fat kid over there. I pointed them out to my mate. I said, see that fat one over there in the uniform?
With the glasses and the hairbrush forward.
The glasses, hairbrush forward, the kind of blue navy jumper.
Satchel.
There's a little satchel,
yeah.
He is never going to get off with a girl, probably until he's like 30. And even
but
then
it gets to loosen clothes.
And even then it's because he's giving mouth to mouth to her.
yeah.
Right, and I thought he's never going to get anything. And I'll tell you this: all these trendy young girls walking around in their kind of cool summer gear, in their trendy tie dye and the like. I'll tell you, when one of them takes something that's a little bit dodgy that they bought off some guy with dreads, right? And then they're desperate for him and they zip in there. Oh, quick, my friend's, passing out. She's had a funny turn. And he's straight there with his water and his medication. Oh yeah, they need him then, but he doesn't get any action the rest of the time. And that's what annoyed me about it. I thought they're doing a bloody good job. They turn up at sports events, at festivals. No one gives them the time of day. You never hear any good praise about them. And they're there, sat there.
Steve,
hot or cold.
Tell me the truth now. Did you join the St John's ambulance last week to get some birds?
Got no action.
Really?
I had no action. And I've been passing some dodgy E's around all the festivals.
By the way, your dreads are awful. You can see they're fake.
They're made out of newspaper.
They're awful. You really do look an idiot.
But seriously, I'm all joking aside, I genuinely wanted to give some massive props. If I could give some big ups to the St. John's people, because I genuinely, without any joking, I genuinely think they do a brilliant job.
Could I just say how good I think the Salvation Army are? Because you see those elderly ladies with surgical supports, a lot of them, all look like Thor Herd.
Yep. Well, that's a prerequisite to get into that particular army.
And they play that bloody tambourine, rain or shine.
Yeah.
And they are just, all they're trying to do is, save you from burning in hell. And they don't get any respect.
Of the Salvation Army, do they, would they have to get called off?
Yeah, they'd be, it'd be the Gurkhas first, then all the regulars, then the TAs. I think then it's sort of like police,
lifeguards,
yeah, down to I think AA, and then it's Salvation Army.
Right.
We send in the Salvation Army. Obviously, if we really have lost a lot of casualties,
sure.
and they're the last to go.
Yeah, but they are all highly trained, aren't they? All those old women, they can kill them out.
Yeah,
with a single blow.
Yeah. So good to them. Good to the John's Ambulance. Good to Salvation Army. Big up.
But I think we should just, if I might introduce a new feature every week, let's just give some props. Let's just give some massive respect to someone who doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah. Who doesn't get enough respect? Who's done a blinding job? Mother Teresa.
She's gone now. She's gone. She won't be listening anyway.
Who's the best person there is? Who's the best person there is? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call, either Karl Vorderman or Esther Anson and say who's the best one you've ever met that did something.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll heap praise upon them next week.
Yeah.
Great.
What?
I just don't like They know they're doing a good job.
Right.
If I did that job, I want a pat on the back.
You wouldn't need a pat on the back.
And people are starting to, it's like Karl Vorderman. I like her. She's all right. She does a good job. But now that Better Homes, they only tend to turn up at people who have had problems. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
leave it.
Okay, wait. Come on, what do you mean?
No, it used to start off and it's like...
I haven't seen Better Homes. What is Better Homes?
They go around and do someone's house up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But then they get a bit of bad news. And Karl thinks, I'll cheer them up, I'll give them a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because if you haven't had bad news, it doesn't mean you're not worth a new kitchen.
Did you send in an application?
Yeah. You say that I'm bald, I'm from Manchester.
Well, if you'd written that, they'd have rushed round.
Yeah. What do you mean? What they say, so-and-so's had a bad year, his mum died, he lost his leg, and all he's ever wanted is a chaise longue and a hostess trolley.
And the annoying thing is, right, they might not be the ones who write in, it might be a neighbour, but they also get something sorted out for them.
Really?
So even though the neighbours had a bit of bad news, they go, I'll cash in on this one, I'll send a letter into old Carol, tell her that, mum's passed away, I'll get a new conservatory sorted.
Sure.
And sometimes the neighbour gets a better deal than the person who, do you know what I mean? The person who's had a bit of bad news gets like a new little kitchen, whatever. Neighbour next door,
leave the kitchen, let it go, Carl.
New decking in the
You had to pay for your own
garden.
kitchen.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Is it all done now,
the kitchen sorted, the bathroom needs
You had trouble with the grouting, didn't you?
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh no, we got to do, look, play a record, we got to do the results. And then we got to do monkey news.
Could we quickly do the results?
Well, you say we've got to do the results. There's not people hanging on for them.
Let's don't do it, just knock it out there before
well, let's play a tune, let's come out and do it.
Eddie and the Hot Rods, yeah, surely. Eddie and the Hot Rods, do anything you want to do. That's uplifting, isn't it? Oh, the drumming. Brilliant. Takes me back, all the way back to 1978 on XFM 104.9.
What were you doing? What were your memories?
I was actually probably dancing around miming the drums to that in my bedroom. In fact, I remember...
Were you nude?
No. I remember, I think I had that
What were
one
you wearing?
on a
What were you
single,
wearing?
but I'd got it from an old jukebox, so it didn't have a middle.
Sure.
Right, I think they're called dinked, right? And so I had to line it up really carefully, and sometimes by the end it would just slightly go out where the record was moving. Where I just had to... Interesting anecdote there.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What a lovely insight
Since
into
you
the
right for
young
asking me what I was doing 25 years ago. Carl, quick, the results, then monkey news. I need some monkey news, but I need the results first. Right, play it again and give the answers. Here we go.
Songs of
Competition.
phrase.
Songs of phrase.
Name the artist.
Name the artist.
I know you're just 16, but looking old.
Hue and Cry.
That's... Who's that?
Hang on.
Well, that's Philip Bailey again. That's too little.
Right, it was...
That was Roxette. The look.
Yeah. Right, we had, Hue and Cry started it off.
Yeah.
16. That was Dean Martin. Because Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
Because
Cars. Yeah.
Chinese Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey, that's second outing he's had. Last one, we used him for Chinese, where there was a hairy Chinese kid. He's never got so many royalties being used in racist game shows. Brilliant.
Then Roxette and finishing with George Michael.
Oh dear.
So.
Brilliant. Who's the winner?
Well, the winner, actually, it looks to me like he's got all of them here, from Bognor Regis. It's Stuart Birch. Well done, Stuart, and you get that bag of tat.
Bognor Regis.
Yep.
Oh,
Just need his
takes me
address.
back as well.
Yeah, if you just email in your address, Stuart, and you can have those goodies. If you're not interested, don't bother.
Steve. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Karl Pilkington.
So what did you say you're going for? You've got your 3 titles, your 3 teasers.
Well, I think I'm going to go for don't do that to it. You know it can't live without Ned.
I'm looking forward to this.
Right.
So this is Educating Ricky, for those that have just tuned in.
Now, something that Ricky told me about when he was educating me was that a cockroach, if you cut its head off, it lives for a week.
Yeah.
Right?
And the only reason it dies is because it can't take on water.
Sure. It doesn't have a great time in that week, though, does it?
No.
I mean, it doesn't get much done, I don't imagine.
It just needs water, and because it can't find any, like its eyes, it eventually dies.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
So what?
No, it's not. That's not. It's
Anyway.
you can't drink.
Anyway.
So have you heard that one about worms?
Okay.
I have. Go on.
If you cut a worm in half,
Yeah.
a lot of people have said in the past that it'll turn into 2 worms.
Right.
But that isn't actually true.
Okay. Who said that?
No, it used to be like,
Kids at school
they said it on, kids at school and stuff.
Yeah.
So that, a lot of people think that.
Don't pick him up on stuff, Steve. It's bad enough.
Sure.
So, but what they can do, if you get a worm, right, and you find out which end its head's at.
Right.
If you you've got its head there at the left-hand side, right, and if you sort of cut it in half,
Right.
but not in half, so there's more of its neck than the tail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit that you've cut off will sort of die, and the rest of the worm will get better. So in a way, you can cut it in half, and it'll survive, but only one half will survive.
Okay.
Yeah? What have you learned there?
I wish you hadn't chosen that one.
I know, because it's nothing, is it?
Yeah,
You know that joke, how do you tell a worm's head from its eye? You put it in a bowl of flour and wait till it farts.
Yes.
Right? I told my mate that, right? And he went, what if it coughs?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there is a bit of truth in that myth of cutting one in half.
Where did you get this information? I don't understand where you get this
That
information
was from the Fortean Times. It was like the myth about worms.
Yeah.
That was the big article that week.
Did it take you as long to read that article as it took you to tell us just then?
I like the fact that it starts off debunking a myth that we haven't heard of anyway.
Exactly.
You know the big thing about cutting a worm in half and making 2 worms?
No.
Yeah. What's the other one? What's the
It's
other
not the thing to do either, by the way. Don't go doing it.
No. It's not very nice.
But,
It's cruel.
but it can get by
And
if
it's
you
pointless.
do. Yeah.
There's no scientific worth
Yeah.
in that.
Well, there you go.
Okay then.
So the others now, you see
the
what I
others?
do. No,
What's
I
the
tell you
others?
the other titles. You're not having them yet. That's the whole idea of this. People will be driving or about to go out doing the shopping. They'll think about that now.
What was the other 2?
Well, the other 2
They
were...
won't think about that. They've forgotten that.
You know the saying, shut your face?
Is that
Yeah, I've heard the well-known Shakespeare, isn't it?
Do you know how it came about?
No, Joe Dolce.
No,
Go on.
It's ages ago.
Oh yeah, literally.
Like knights who wore armour.
Okay.
That's armour going after something. That's how it came about.
Okay, armour.
They wore all the stuff and they had the helmet. And say if they're guarding something at night, stood outside a castle or something,
Yeah.
and there's probably going to be 2 of them. Right, so they stood there talking and that, and talking about stuff, and
The future.
Sort of, medieval stuff.
one of them's like, "Oh, we should shut up. I've been stood here for hours," and he's going on and on.
Yeah, sure.
So he'd say, "Shut your face," meaning, shut the guard down on your helmet,
The visor.
and I can't hear you then. So shut your face.
Shut your face.
And that's
Okay.
that's how it came about.
Well, I suppose that's...
It would be interesting if I could just rely on it. As
I'm not sure it's true.
I
yeah.
know. I just never know. I can.
It needs to be corroborated.
It's like I don't know where he got it from, but anything via Karl is precarious.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe you should give us your sources next time. Tell us where you got
I'll
this
tell you.
information from.
Got it off the internet.
Yeah, but where on the internet?
I can't remember where that one was. I mean, I always go through like the news pages and stuff, and I
This news should be updated because they've only reached the 17th century, which was last week with people eating tomatoes off lead
but then
plates.
I look at
Go on, right, okay.
like what are you having?
Coldplay, Speed of Sound. Steve, I know you like an insight to my musical taste,
Always.
but that's my favourite Coldplay track of all time. I just thought I'd just throw that in.
Not a fan of clocks?
No, I think I've overplayed Parachutes a little bit, and but that's my favourite one. Like it.
I'm afraid to say I'm a bit of a Philistine when it comes to Coldplay. That sounds the same as all the other ones. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, you'll have to meet these boys one day.
Yeah,
And they're
well,
saying-
I'll tell them to their face. I don't care. A little bit rock and roll. I don't care.
Well, I'm Ricky Gervais. That little funny little Wurzel type voice over there is Stephen Merchant, and with us our producer Karl Pilkington. All right.
All right.
Whenever we say producer, of course, that is in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Done with the fingers.
Well, he didn't have it. I wanted to play some off my iPod today to record it because they didn't have it here. It's a great track called Anthony and the Johnsons. He didn't even have the lead. He went, right, it's difficult. And he went, is it any good? I went, yeah, it's really good. He went, well, why haven't we got it here already then? Oh, that's the paradigm, is it? If X-Man hasn't got it, it's no good. Four Non-Blondes doing well, is it? That's still in the cupboard, is it? Unbelievable. We're a little bit annoyed today, aren't we, actually?
I'm
It's
really
usually-
annoyed.
Yeah, all that stuff we did last week, that Landauer sent us some sparkling wine, and we thought, right, you shamelessly plugged it.
Yeah.
How many times you mentioned it?
I
Like
must have
20
mentioned it about
times?
20 times.
Well, the finale was hitting Karl on the head with a cork. That's on the website, by the way.
Okay.
RickyGervais.com. Go there and see Karl being hit in the head with a cork, right?
Yeah.
We said, look, send us free stuff. We'll talk about it.
Nothing. The cupboard
literally
is
nothing.
empty. The cupboard is bare.
No one has thought. I tell you what, there's those guys from The Office.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's be honest, Rick. We are taste makers. We're
Yeah.
opinion formers, you and
Yeah,
I.
yeah.
And you'd have thought if anyone was going to send us some free stuff,
yeah.
it makes
Unbelievable.
me fume. And do you know what it is? It's because people, PR people and that, they've realised no one's listening.
But not only are we going against all our principles and losing our dignity just for some free stuff.
And integrity.
And integrity, yeah.
we're through that
We're
way.
going against excellent policy because obviously they would have got thousands of pounds for Landauer to be mentioned last
come
week.
on,
20 times. No, it wouldn't.
Thousands.
It's 40
It's
quid, isn't it?
XFM, Rick.
It's 40 quid
Yeah.
for 40 quid for a 9-minute advert.
Exactly.
So advertise your quality stuff here.
Yeah.
Jeff's Garage, cheaper than some other garages. Anyway, actually, if
Did
there
we
is a
play an advert once for a tattoo parlour?
Yes!
Do you remember that? I'm sure we played an advert for a tattoo parlour. What tattoo parlour can afford to advertise on a radio station? Unless it's a tin pot one like this.
Oh God! Oh, got some good music today, though, Steve.
Oh, really? I hope so. I'll be the judge of that. Go on.
Yeah,
what have we got?
AC/DC. Oh. An Honest Mistake by The Bravery on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington,
Yep.
our producer. In inverted commas, heat put.
Yeah.
They know. How you doing, all right, Karl?
Yeah, didn't they also write something about me bald round head?
Yes, perfectly round little
Yeah.
bald man head, they said, so...
Because you need to know that when you listen to the radio and that. Really matters what my hair's doing.
Your hair, have you given it a little polish? Because you look like a cue ball at the moment, and you've had a shave in it. I've never seen such a round head. It actually looks like a plate with ears.
Yeah, well, for those that have never seen Karl, I actually, if you remember, I think he looks a little bit like Mr. Spoon from Button Moon.
He does. He does. If
you've never seen that show, that's
and also he looks like, you know when they say they find with a little 4-foot human and it's actually 500,000 years old and they give it a name and it's the first, Australopithecus into. He looks like one of them as well. Perfectly round little. He's the missing link. He looks half human, half monkey.
Because he's got a slight slouch as well. So
yeah,
it's like those pictures where you see it going from an ape to a man. He's one of those in the middle.
Yeah, and of course his monkey hands, his hairy little wrist to those skinny little things that he can get oranges out of holes with. And it's unbelievable. Why are you so all shaved and polished and everything?
Got a wedding.
What?
Got to go to a wedding today, so thought I'd, clean myself up a bit.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be wearing a suit or something?
No, I'll go home and put something on.
Oh, okay.
But, Suzanne said, make an effort. I sort of had a shave and that, and then I came out of the bathroom, she said, oh, your head looks a bit sort of eggish.
She's right.
She always worries about when I have a shave, because I just,
That's your girlfriend, Karl.
I know.
Saying that. Just think, so don't worry about Heat saying it. Funny thing is, it's Boyd Hilton, I think, of Heat that wrote it.
And he's got a little bald head.
Yeah, no, don't slag him off.
Yeah, but on the end of his review, does it say, written by Baldy Boyd? No, because it doesn't matter, it's a magazine. Don't worry about it.
Looking forward to the wedding?
A bit boring, isn't it? But you gotta do it.
They've probably listening. Should we do a shot?
No, it'll be a great day for them, but I know what will happen. Suzanne will see, all the fuss and that, and then she'll get ideas, and I'll have to let her down and all that.
Why is it you don't want to get married again? I always forget.
It's just, who's it for at the end of the day? I've been with Suzanne for 11 years, right?
Sure.
We're happy. Well, I am.
Yeah, that's what counts.
You're never happy.
I am. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, I know you're happy with Suzanne and everything, but apart from that, you're never happy. You are the most grumpy, moany thing in the world. I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm always happy. I was annoyed here. I was happy coming here, but there was a bloke behind me walking and scuffing his feet. He had a pair of those stupid skulls on, and he was clicking and scuffing. Wear some shoes you don't have to click. Pick your feet up. Flip-flops annoy me. But I'm happy. I'm just annoyed. You are just like, oh, the world's on me. It's rubbish, this. I know the world's great. It's just sometimes people annoy me by being there, But Steve said I should be locked in one of those towers that princesses used to be locked in fairy tales, because everything annoys me. But you're grumpy.
I'm not. I'm all right.
Oh, right. Okay, listen, we better play a record soon. But coming up, Steve, I went away with Karl. Okay. It was a little present from Jane. It was a golfing day. I could take someone, took Karl. It was a brilliant day, absolutely brilliant. But it ended with us sort of drinking and chatting and me saying, right, I'm going to bed. Because Karl said the most ridiculous thing he has ever said. Think of that.
That's something.
Oh, sometimes, Karl, I think you're on another planet. Here's the only ones. Foo Fighters, Best of You on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant. And Karl Pilkington. All right. Karl's had a bad week. I'm going to say it straight away. He tries to rule out stress in his life.
Yeah.
But he's had a bit too much stress this week, haven't you? One, a phone call from his mum, stressed him a little bit.
Right.
Something he said in a magazine about his auntie. Okay. Came back to haunt him.
Auntie Nora.
Auntie Nora. Yeah.
Don't name her.
No. Oh,
she knows who she is.
No. Okay, we won't name her. Right, we just say it's the one who farted for 5 minutes, and as he saw a skirt when he was young, and I found it like a split tennis ball.
So it could be any of me aunties.
That coming up, and also a bloke in Times Online, Chris Campling, did a review of the show,
right,
and basically said that Karl Pilkington is a creation of Gervais and Merchant.
Well, if only that were the case.
He said. He started off saying he liked the show. Yeah. He was excited. Said it was a good show.